Hey guys, today is the next day after breast implant removal. Yesterday was super rough. So apparently they gave me a pain block that was supposed to last 24 hours, apparently at least, which was supposed to help me get through the day. And they did a painful shot on both sides of my upper back next to my spine, but not in my spine. So it wasn't quite like an MRI. And I was glad that they gave me that because I was hoping that was going to help get me through the worst part of the pain. Well, after surgery, when I woke up, I was feeling everything 100%. And so apparently the pain block did not work on me. I'm assuming it's because of my gene mutation. I do have double MTHFR gene mutation. And so it didn't even work. And so I was in excruciating pain. It was really bad. And of course, I was just thinking about all these girls that have Explant, and they're like, I didn't feel anything. It didn't hurt at all. And it's probably because their pain block actually worked. So the worst part of the pain was covered up. So that really sucked. And then the pain medicine that they gave me, again, because of my gene mutation, was not working that well. It wasn't really providing me any relief. So these, first hours after surgery, they were rough. They really were. So fair warning, especially if you have this gene mutation. If you don't know if you have it, you can get a blood test and they can tell you, your doctor can tell you, but that really sucked. So now I'm back on the couch. I managed to get myself propped up in my bed so I could lay in bed last night. I slept for a couple hours. The pain was kind of keeping me up. And so I'm hurting pretty bad right now. I actually just got done. I had to stop because it died, but I've been using my LED face mask. This one's by Filterless Era. I have it in my link tree on the top of my page if you want to look at this brand. But I've been using the yellow light because yellow light LED therapy is actually good for wound healing. So I've been doing 30 minutes on each side. I did that last night hoping it would help some, and then I was doing it this morning, but it died, and my husband's not home yet to go plug it in for me because I have to do my other side still. But yeah, so far it's been rough. It's definitely not been easy peasy like all of the girls make it seem like it is, which again, maybe it's because their pain block worked and mine didn't. But yeah, and I haven't actually looked at them yet. And I've got my drains that we, are emptying. I haven't looked at them yet. I know at first I was like, wow, it looks like I might have a decent amount of tissue left. But I've got a lot of padding stuffed in here apparently. So I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm kind of scared to look, to be honest. I looked at before and after photos on all of the Explant and breast implant illness pages. So I kind of know that even whatever they look like right now is not going to be anything like they could look like in the future. But I haven't looked yet. I might shower later because the doctor said I could actually shower today, the next day, which I was surprised about. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I've kind of peeked down a little bit. And I was right now it looks like I have a little bit of something, but then again, I'm not sure if that's swelling. If it is, I hope it stays. But yeah, so just wanted to check in. day 1 post-op. I'm not sure if I'll record when I look or after I look, but that'll be later, maybe tonight or something. So yeah, I'll check back in sometime soon. Good morning, guys. So today is about 2.5 days since the procedure. Yesterday was pretty rough. It was actually Thanksgiving, and I was pretty miserable. I was gonna try to film, and I just didn't have it in me. I was still having a lot of trouble getting the pain controlled since the pain block didn't work, and the medication only provides a little bit of relief for me, not much. So yeah, yesterday was pretty rough. And I was just kind of thinking to myself, like, there's so many girls online that are like, oh, explant didn't hurt at all. Like I was like pain-free. And maybe that was the case for a lot of women, especially if they got the pain block and it really did work. But if it doesn't work and you do have the implant removal and a full capsulectomy and pec muscle reconstruction, and then a lift, that's just a lot of work. And since my surgery was 4 hours and I had to have all that done, I've been in a lot of pain. So I just wanted to report that in case you are somebody that, had an explant and did have pain and you're kind of feeling like something must be wrong with you. Just know you're not alone, because I had the same problem. I'm still having the same problem. And so, like I said, today's day 2.5, and I haven't looked yet. I'm kind of scared. I talked to my husband about it last night, and I had considered taking a full shower last night, but I told him I just wasn't mentally ready to see like what it looks like, to be honest. And of course he reassured me that, it really doesn't matter. Me and him are the only 2 people that will be seeing me completely naked anyway, and that, he's not concerned about it. But I told him, I'm like, look, we've seen a lot of the before and after photos, especially freshly after those first few days. Usually it looks pretty terrible. And I've just been too scared to see that. And, he was reassuring to me, which was nice, but I still mentally wasn't ready to handle it. I mean, I've kind of like looked down in there a little bit. I can definitely tell, especially from the output of fluid. I think there was more work done on my right side because there was a lot of reconstructive work that needed to be done. So I think that side might probably have some dents in it, maybe, from what I can tell, or it might just be squashed from the bra and the padding that's in the bra. I'm not quite sure yet. But I think today will be the day that we're going to take everything off, and I'm going to actually take a full shower, and I'm going to see what we're working with. But, I say that, but I've seen these photos of people before and after, and it really seemed like, the first couple days and weeks can be completely different than 2 weeks from now. So I don't know. I really don't even want to look, because I don't want to freak myself out, even though I'm kind of prepared. And I know the healing process changes you every step of the way. But it is an emotional process, I've been used to having my breast implants for 20 years, so I'm used to the way that looks and not whatever it'll look like now. So yeah, and this bra that they put on me at the hospital, it actually has some padding in it, so it's kind of like a nice buffer, because currently it kind of still looks like I have, some breast tissue, but a lot of that is padding. So yeah, but I guess I'll check back in later or tomorrow after I take a look and do all that stuff to see what we're working with. Right now I'm just really tired from the pain and not being able to rest very well. So yeah, I'm actually gonna get ready to get back on the couch. I just wanted to actually get up for this vlog and report in from a different angle than on the couch. So yeah, if you're following my journey, thank you so much. And stay tuned, as the next step will be taking a look. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, okay, so today is actually Saturday evening. I had my surgery on Tuesday, which I think that wrapped up around 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And I know the last time I was on here, I said that night I was probably gonna try to do a full shower and actually like take a look. But I actually didn't feel good enough that night to do it. I don't even think I took a shower at all. I just didn't have it in me. The pain was still too bad. So actually last night was when I ended up finally getting brave enough to take everything off and get into the shower. Let me tell you, like, I was like really struggling. Like I was like having to kind of do breathing exercises, and I walked in and out of the bathroom a handful of times. My husband was kind of like trying to decide like if he should participate or give me privacy. He was trying to follow my lead on that, and to be honest, like I wanted to just lock myself in the bathroom and like not let anyone see me, to be honest. But then again, I also kind of wanted him in there too, just for like a security blanket. It was the weirdest emotional roller coaster, it really was. But ultimately I ended up going in there alone, making sure I double checked like a few times to make sure like he wasn't hovering. And actually my pads were kind of like stuck to some of my incisions at the bottom, which was kind of good. So like I ended up taking this off because this is like Velcro, and I ended up just kind of leaving the pads kind of attached, which kind of hid my boobs. And in the shower, I had a mirror in there to where I could actually like look, because at some point I was gonna have to start trying to like carefully get the pads off of my incisions with the water. So yeah, I took it off, I took my bra off, I got in the shower. It actually felt really, really nice to have that water just fully on me. And I gradually, you know, worked my way up to getting the pads off and looking, and I actually was surprised. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting. And I was actually impressed that the surgeon managed to do such a good job. Her team had told me on the way back to the operating room that she was a perfectionist, and that everyone that was in the room would all be kind of having a consensus on my appearance. And, you know, before I was done, like if anybody had any opinions, like if something didn't look right, they, you know, could speak up. And of course I had told everybody, like, if they were your boobs and you saw them and you didn't think that they look good, please speak up. If there's anything you see, please speak up. And they must have spoke up, and the surgeon must have really been a perfectionist like they said, because considering what she was working with, because they had kind of gotten like botched the previous surgery 3 years ago. Oh, sorry. I'm still having a hard time with the pain and talking. But they were 2 different sizes from my last surgery. One of them was sitting down like lower than the other one. My nipples were actually like not the same height either, which, you know, I could hide in a bra and all that. But if sorry, I'm getting kind of hot. I'm gonna pause the video and turn my fan on. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Real life post explant scenario here. Keeping it real with you guys. So anyway, yeah, I could hide it with my bra and stuff on pretty well, but you know, she did have to address those issues while in the operating room. So not only did she have to remove my implants and remove all the capsules from this go around and the old capsules that were not removed correctly from the surgery I had 3 years ago, she had to remove all of that and then, you know, put me all back together again. And I'm actually just really, really surprised because, I mean, currently they are sitting at the same height. They look almost exactly like the same shape and size. The nipples and areolas and all that look like they are at the same height. And the shape of them look really good considering everything that they've been through and that they've been smashed inside of a bra with the padding and all that. I was actually really impressed. And I'm really grateful. Like, I was able to kind of just breathe last night. And it took a big burden off of my shoulders because I had so much anxiety about actually seeing them and seeing what I would be left with. So yeah, sorry, I'm actually like not feeling really well, but I wanted to film this video because I'm trying to keep up on the vlogs. But yeah, I don't know how much swelling I have versus what's actually breast tissue, but if they stay about the same size that they are currently, then I'd be happy with that. Like it will give me something to work with, you know, so I'm really looking forward to that and looking forward to, you know, sharing with you all how I dress myself later on once I'm healed and can explore different type of bra options and all that. Another thing I was gonna say I was quite surprised about and happy about is that the last time I had breast surgery, you know, they had to remove my own implants and they did like a lift. So they did like the incision underneath here, all around the areola and then down. And I had a lot of sutures and stitches, and my body does not respond well to sutures. It usually makes my body quite mad and my body fights them. And however she went about doing this whole reconstruction, she did have to raise this areola up because of how bad they were done last time. And I know there's some tape on that, but it looks like the majority of the cutting is all underneath here. And she didn't have to cut up this way this time. And if she did cut around the areolas, which I think she did resize them, everything is glued. So it looks like she used something, according to my medical records, called derma glue or something like that. Some kind of medical grade glue instead of stitches. And I'm really happy about that. So that means I won't actually have to have like the sutures pulled and my body won't be fighting the sutures. So I'm really, really happy about that. I didn't even know she was gonna be using that, and I'm really excited about it. So that will be a lot easier on me. Yeah, so I think with the way I'm feeling, that might be all we cover today. At some point, I'll maybe try to see if I can get some kind of before and after photo to show you all. however I can get it that will be acceptable for, you know, YouTube, so that I don't have any problems with that. Yeah, but so far everything's going good. I am still kind of having a rough recovery, but it'll be okay. I'm sure each day will get better and better, and it's, you know, I just have to go through the process and allow myself to rest as much as possible. So I'm gonna get back to doing that. And actually, I think I might end this video here, and then just make a part 2, part 3, part 4, whatever I need to make for my explant journey, so this video doesn't get too long. So I think I'll just make this part 1. So if you are going through this, I know I really enjoyed watching anybody on YouTube who would post their explant journey, and it was just comforting to listen to them, like see their process, see how they really were feeling, and just see the realness of it, and not, you know, some fake put together video that looks all perfect, because this is real life. This is real major surgery, and you know, us women have really been affected by this, and we have, you know, if we go through an explant, we are really having to put ourselves through a very major surgery to exit out of the whole breast implant life and everything that it caused us. So, you know, this is real life, and I'm just trying to share my journey and hope that it will inspire someone or help someone. And be sure to stick around for upcoming videos. I am going to make a video on breast implant removal and insurance coverage from my experience. I think that will be very important to share. So once I'm feeling a little bit better and can more clearly relay that message, I will make that video for you guys. So yeah, but thank you for following my journey, and I hope that if you're watching this, I am helping you in some way. And, you know, leave me a comment so that we can be what a lot of us ladies in the explant community like to call breasties. And I know that's super cheesy, but it does create a bond amongst women that have went through having breast implant illness, breast implant cancer caused from implants, and needing to have an explant, and just going through that experience. You know, it really creates a bond that only us that have went through it can understand and relate to. So if you want to be my breastie, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I'll see you guys real soon.